with little nutrients it needs to be productive. Here's the basic impact of cheeseweed. The cheeseweed had the most impact on Europe in other countries, and then it came to the US and had most impact on California. There are a few good properties of cheeseweed. The number one property of cheeseweed that is positive is being that it helps with anti-inflammatory. Also, it helps with like urinary problems as well that it helps with. There's certain individuals that often use cheeseweed as an herb to help with like coughs, asthma, things of that nature, sore throats, and so on. Cons, negative things about the cheeseweed: they are toxic to cattle, and it's been found that they do negatively affect the production of eggs in your laying hens on farms and things of that nature. And then the most negative thing you get out of cheeseweed is the fact that it decreases your yield in crop fields, because when it takes over, it doesn't leave any area for your crops to be able to produce as much as they would normally produce for you. Cheeseweed control is the last thing we will speak on. The mechanical way to control cheeseweed is mainly like tillage or turning over the soil or hoeing. You can also like hand pick the weeds out of the cheeseweed and things of that nature. Mowing, cutting it down, stuff like that. Biologically, we're working towards developing a fungus to be able to control that cheeseweed. It's still in the process of being worked on. They haven't really got the grasp of it yet. They've had limited success, so it hasn't been finalized yet. And lastly, you can always spray it with a herbicide. Main herbicide they recommend for cheeseweed is glyphosate, which normally comes in like a 41%, and you normally would mix it 2.5 ounces per gallon of water and spray that leaf with it. As long as you reach the leaves, you will control that weed. And then it takes around 2 to 4 days for you to get a complete control kill over that weed. As you can see on this chart, on this picture, most likely that tractor is going to be spraying some of that glyphosate on their fields to kind of produce a decrease of that cheeseweed so that it will be able to positively affect the yield of their crops. Thank you.